Okay, folks. Hi there. This is Kim Willis. I've got a little bit of a cold, so I might sound a little bit croaky for this mini tutorial, and that's what it is. It's a mini tutorial, a copywriting tutorial, in fact. I'm working with a client at the moment. He's a life and health kind of nutritional coach, and he's built up a good practice, and he's just wanting to take it to the next level. So he has a website, and the messaging on his website wasn't all that great. Okay, so what I've been doing is that I've been helping him learn how to structure his messages more effectively, and whilst at the same time doing some of the heavy lifting for him. But so this is partly a coaching assignment that I've got with him, so that he learns, so that then he can become he can become a better copywriter, better at messaging himself. But at the same time, I'm giving him a helping hand by doing some of the rewrites for him. So what I've got here is the original copy from him. Here's the opening. This is on his About page, okay, which is a very important page, I might add. That's one of the most important pages on a website. That's the page that most visitors will go to very, very early in their research process. They'll go to your About page, and you really have to not only have a nice looking About page, so that's the aesthetic side of things, good graphics and all the rest of it, but the messaging has to be good. Now, often I go to websites, I review websites. I do that quite a lot. In fact, I do these website review videos for people to have a look at different niches, different industries. And quite often, particularly if they're a more, a little bit of a bigger business, their website looks nice. The aesthetics are looking good, but the messaging is just so ho-hum. It's just so boring. It doesn't really resonate with visitors, and of course, this will pull down your conversions if you've got a website like that. So it is important that a website looks nice, but it is only really, to me, it's like 20% or 25% of the deal. The rest of it is to do with the actual content on the page, or on the pages, on the website itself. So here we had an opening sentence there underneath the welcome subhead. Thanks for checking in to discover how you too can revolutionize your health and your life through my proprietary health system that completely slam dunked my own health into the category of those super healthy elite. Okay, opening sentence, it's a bit wordy, it's a bit clunky, isn't it? So what I've got here in red, this is how I instruct people, this is how I teach them. Break up the sentence. First sentence needs to be shorter to give more impact. For example, thanks for checking in to discover how you too can revolutionize your health and your life. So a shorter sentence. And then a new sentence, the second sentence, my proprietary health system will put a spring in your step and a smile on your face, etc. More thoughts. If it was me, I would remind them of their pain first up, then offer the solution. For example, is this you? You've got no energy, you've put on a few pounds, you sometimes find it hard to cope, and you have a few niggling health issues. Have no fear. Have no fear. I am here to help you move beyond where you are now to a better place. My proprietary health system will put a spring in your step and a smile on your face. Okay, so just by giving him a few more ideas here on how to revamp the opening sequence for his About page, I think you can see that it gives that opening sequence more life. It gives it more oomph, more lift, and really starts to involve the reader very early on in the piece. Compare that to the opening sequence as it has been in black text there. There's more of his text here. Imagine yourself weighing in at your perfect weight for height BMI. Well, that yourself, that is a bad word to use. Okay, if you want to involve people, just use the you word. You weighing in at your perfect weight for height. clothes that you're wearing are hugging and advertising your toned and perfect body. Well, advertising your toned and perfect body, there's a better word there than advertising. Advertising is used in other contexts, isn't it? Not when we're talking about someone's body, right? Energy is radiating from your face, like nuclear energy maybe radiating from your face, and so on. On it goes, on it goes. And then we have, is this you now? Okay, my journey, can you relate? Okay, I think, yeah, I've added those subheads there. So this is where I started to do a bit more of the makeover on the rest of his copy on the About page. Yeah, so I've started to do that for him. And then I'm suggesting that before and after pics of you, my journey, because my client was fat, right? And he completely changed his life by using lifestyle modification strategies. And then as a result of that life-changing situation, he did a lot of study, etc. And he now runs a life coaching, nutrition, lifestyle kind of a practice. So he's doing a lot. He's got some really good clients, and they love what he's done. So he's doing some good work here for sure. But we just need to be able to communicate that. Now this is, he sent me over his suggestion for his journey. So I've got a heading here, category here, on the About page, his journey. Living the executive life, ... or lack of life, ... working 7 days a week up to, it's a kind of staccato style, right? It doesn't flow. So I'm going to show you in a minute what I did to change it. And on it goes. So, all right, and then I've given you another heading, and then we've got, through my proprietary system, I'll lead you through proven process to identify the root causes. Okay, this is my copy here. Don't take my word for it. Here's what others say. Look at my other clients. And then we have an About, answers to your questions section. How much do you charge, etc. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, because I just want to give you the idea as to what can be done to drastically and dramatically improve the messaging. So now what I'm going to do is take you over to the revamped page, and here it is. And we open by saying, here is how I can help you. Thanks for checking in to discover how you too can revolutionize your health and your life just like me. Full stop. If you're like a lot of people I talk to, you're not exactly feeling on top of the world right now. Believe me, I know exactly how you feel, because that's where I was in whatever the year was. We've got to fill in those gaps. Back then, I was fat and bloated. My energy was down and I had health issues. My business in the construction industry was giving me stress and heartache. I couldn't sleep. I was having panic attacks, and my relationships were in tatters. When someone gets to that point in their lives, one of two things will happen. They do nothing and things will get worse, as sure as night follows day. A major negative event is likely to follow. Or they choose to take action and change the course of their lives for the better. I chose the latter option, and here is what happened. Okay, and that's somewhere after that we put in the story, his story, Paul's story, with some photos, before and after photos, etc. Okay, now, so we've kind of brought out the pain a bit, because people who are in his target market are really going to identify with this opening sequence, and then they're going to identify with it even more in the About, in the Is This You section. Can you identify with any of these points? You've got no energy. You've put on a few pounds. Can't fit into your clothes like you used to. That's another pain point, isn't it? That's an ego-driven pain point. You sometimes find it hard to cope, and you have a few niggling health issues. Have no fear. I am here to help you move beyond where you are now to a better place. My proprietary health system will put a spring in your step and a smile on your face, because you'll feel better than you have for years. All right. So we've got a bit of a scary, pain-filled message here in the beginning of this section, but then we give them some hope, because you must give relief. You find the pain, you press the pain point so that people are really feeling it, and then you give them some relief, some conceptual relief, not the detailed relief. That comes later. So concepts first, details second. Okay, we sell with concepts. We show conceptual solutions first. It will help you lose weight if you need to, increase your energy, improve your health, and lessen your stress. That is my promise to you. And then there's another subheading, more of a promise here, a new you, closer than you think, giving people hope. Some testimonials, don't take my word for it. We've got to back up with some validation here, don't we? More about Paul. Okay, so people can get to know Paul a bit more, but we don't do that right at the beginning. We just give them a taste of what he is on about. So that's here is where I can help you. Back then I was fat and bloated. So we just give a little bit of an introduction to Paul. But down here, if they want to learn more about him, they can do that. There we go. There it is there. And they can read Paul's story almost in its entirety. Next steps, how I can help you. So we get into some specifics of consultations, how that works, etc. And then they can book in a consultation. There's a little bit more work to be done on this as I film this, as I record this. There's a little bit more work to be done as I record this. But it gives you the idea of what can be done. What can be done with the messaging. So important. Let's get the messaging right. Certainly, make the website aesthetically pleasing, but look, if you've got lame at messaging, people are not going to stay on the website. They're going to click off real quickly. You're not going to get inquiries, and you're not going to get new customers or clients. Okay? Hope you enjoyed that little clinic. This is 𝗪𝗏𝗧𝗏. Bye for now.